For all of you battle with your partner in your marriage, for all those brave men and women who are suffering in their marriages and still not spotting the true enemy behind the scenes, this video is for you all. Stop little and ask yourself this tremendous question: was Eve the reason of Adam's fall, or the devil? Let's journey back to the Garden of Eden. Here we find Adam, representative of all men, and Eve, the first woman. They lived in perfect harmony until the serpent, the embodiment of the devil, entered the scene. The devil didn't approach Adam directly. Instead, he exploited Eve's vulnerability and curiosity. He manipulated her into eating the forbidden fruit and sharing it with Adam. This act led to their expulsion from Eden, a paradise lost. This story should remind every real man who is their true enemy, and where their battle should be guided. When you are an Adam with real purpose and mission, your Eve, meaning your wife, will your weakness that the devil will exploit to stop you from achieving your mission you are destined to accomplish. Our female is sometimes seen as the instigator, the one who let us fall, as Eve with Adam. But let's pause for a moment and reconsider. Was it really Eve's fault? In reality, Eve was merely a conduit, a medium through which the devil enacted his cunning plan. This the same process in many modern marriages. The blame of the parter. Remember, if you are an Adam, your devil will always attack your Eve to destroy you. The true adversary is not your wife, but the devil himself, lurking behind the scenes, exploiting vulnerabilities and sowing seeds of discord. It's as if we've internalized the story of Adam and Eve, and like Adam, we point fingers at the Eves in our lives. We blame them for our missteps, our failures, our shortcomings. The women in our lives are not the culprits. Instead, it's the devils behind them, the negative influences that prey on our weaknesses and lead us astray. In the end, it's not about finding someone to blame. It's about understanding the real enemy and recognizing our own vulnerabilities. Only then can we begin to break free from this cycle of blame and misunderstanding. As men, it's time we identified the real adversary. The story of Adam and Eve paints a vivid illustration of the true enemy we face. It's not the women in our lives, but the devil who lurks in the shadows of our minds, exploiting our vulnerabilities and leading us astray. The devil in this context represents the negative influences and weaknesses within us. These are the destructive tendencies that tempt us, the misguided beliefs that mislead us, and the fears that hold us back. Our task is to recognize these shortcomings, to confront them with courage and determination. Much like Adam, we can easily fall prey to these negative influences. They can cloud our judgment, distort our perceptions, and lead us down a path of regret and disappointment. But as we learn from Adam's story, the key to overcoming these challenges lies within us. Self-reflection is our most powerful tool in this battle. It allows us to look inward, to examine our thoughts, our actions, and our motivations. It's through this introspective lens that we can identify the devil within us, understand its tactics, and devise strategies to overcome it. But self-reflection alone is not enough. We must couple it with self-improvement. This means striving to become better versions of ourselves each day, to learn from our mistakes, to grow from our experiences, and to continually work towards becoming the best that we can be. By recognizing and addressing the devil within us, we can take responsibility for our actions. We can stop blaming others for our failures and start taking charge of our lives. And the power to change lies in our hands. By acknowledging the devil within us, we can take responsibility for our actions and strive to become better. We can rise above the negative influences, conquer our weaknesses, and emerge victorious. But what role do the women in our lives play in all this, you may ask? Well, let's delve deeper. Women, often seen as symbols of strength and unity, have been mistakenly portrayed as adversaries, when in fact they are our allies. The women in our lives, our wives, our partners, our mothers, our sisters, and our daughters, they are not the root cause of our problems. They are not the adversaries we should be battling against. As we navigate through the complexities of life, they stand beside us, offering their unwavering support. Just as Eve was created to be a partner for Adam, women are designed to be our companions, our confidants, our pillars of strength. They are the ones who hold us up when we are down, who guide us when we are lost, who inspire us to strive for better. And yet, we sometimes fall into the trap of blaming them for our shortcomings. By doing so, we only perpetuate a cycle of misunderstanding and division. We create a chasm of resentment and animosity, which serves no purpose other than to weaken our collective strength. Instead, we should see women as our allies in this journey, called life. They are our partners in overcoming obstacles, in achieving our dreams, in becoming the best versions of ourselves. The unity and strength they symbolize should inspire us to strive for harmony rather than division. It's essential that we break free from these misconceptions and start viewing women as they truly are, not as the source of our troubles, but as our partners in overcoming them. By blaming them, we are avoiding the real issue at hand, the devil within us, the negative influences that lead us astray, the weaknesses we need to overcome. So let's start embracing a mindset of unity, understanding, and respect towards the women in our lives. Let's recognize them as our allies, not our adversaries. Let's work together to conquer our inner demons, to become better versions of ourselves, to create a world where everyone is valued and respected. It's time we embraced a mindset of unity, understanding, and respect towards the women in our lives. Because together we are stronger, together we can rise above, together we can conquer anything that comes our way. So, how do we conquer the devil within us? This question is our stepping stone towards self-improvement. It starts with acknowledging the presence of this devil, the embodiment of our weaknesses and negative influences. It's about recognizing the whispers of temptation that lure us away from our moral compass. Conquering this internal devil requires a commitment to self-improvement. It involves cultivating discipline, fostering resilience, and continuously striving to be better versions of ourselves. It's about resisting the urge to blame others, especially the women in our lives, for our downfalls, and instead taking responsibility for our actions. Maintaining a strong moral compass is crucial. It guides us, keeps us grounded, and helps us differentiate right from wrong. It aids us in resisting the devil's temptations and staying true to our values. Together with our female counterparts, we can overcome any obstacle, defeat any temptation, and build a world where the devil's influence holds no power. Let's conquer the devil within, and together we shall rise.